Hi everyone, welcome back to Spiritual Growth Tarot. I'm Denise and this reading is for Thursday, November 5th, 2020. So 3 cards as usual to dive into spiritual law and help us learn how to evolve and heal and create. Okay, the Knight of Pentacles reversed. And there we have the Empress, Mother Creation herself, in the theme for the day. And then the World reversed is in the mix as well. Okay, so with the Empress being the theme for the day, of course, like I said, everything to do with creation. This has to do with creating an entire new reality, or giving birth or gestation, at whatever stage you're in when it comes to creating what you want, she's your gal. And all of these archetypes, all of the major arcana, they are alive and well within us. So the world, which can also be looked at as the universe, and the Empress are 2 of the major gateways. But with the Empress at this gateway, we're either conceiving something that we've already, gotten clear on what we want to create, or it's, gestating within us and we're about to give birth. So the birth hasn't happened yet, but it's in process. So we are in process and creating a whole new reality. And I love all the blue here. I see this as the big blue wave. I love this. And the truth, the integrity of this dark blue. I love that. Wow. Okay, so with the Knight of Pentacles reverse, well, when that comes in, okay, so like I always say, this guy doesn't go that fast, but it's okay. He's grounded. He even got off his horse and decided to get his bare feet into the soil, or into the grass, into the earth. So he's grounded and he moves forward in very practical ways. This is all about, money, resources, health, finances, all anything that is of the material world that we've been working to give birth to. Now, when he comes in reverse, we could be a little bit stagnant, or we could just be feeling stagnant. Whether we're stagnant or not may not be true. If we're stagnant, then it could be that there's something there that we're afraid of feeling. We're afraid of something that could come up from within that we don't want to feel. And that can help us, that can have us spinning a bit. That's very possible with the Knight of Pentacles reversed. But, if we just look at the time and date that we're in, I try to make these readings timeless, but we are, 2 days after the election, and most likely we're waiting for our birth, right? Most likely all the states have not, come through with the votes, and we don't yet know for sure. I believe that Joe Biden and Kamala Harris are the winners, but until it's actually physically manifest, then it makes it challenging to move forward with trust, right? With trust and ease and grace. So it can be that. It can just be one of those days where we feel a little stuck because we're waiting, The challenge is just be sure not to be stubborn, and try not to be bored about it either. Donald Trump has been boring to me. He's boring because it's just the same old lies. And yeah, we want him out of there and we want to move forward. And we are kind of held upside down until he's out. So we've got a long ways to get there, till November 20th. I'm sorry, January 20th, 2021. But it's right around the corner. So to just take it easy with yourself, to be patient with yourself as you go through these times, I think is the main message. And just, try not to get into that place where you feel like there's no lack of, that there's no closure. There's no closure, there's no completion. Just know that we're in process. Yes, we have been held hostage by this monster and his swamp creatures in the White House. We absolutely have. But we're in the process of, rewriting ourselves, becoming whole again. And we're all in this together, but we have to move forward and come full circle for the greater good of the whole, for our children, for our grandchildren, for our great-grandchildren, and on and on and on, all the people, all the children on the planet. There is so much that needs to be rewrited, to rewrite RIGTH and also WRITE. We can rewrite our own destiny, but it takes time. Because these are big forces that are clearing out, corruption that has always been there, even though we couldn't see it. Now it's becoming just a daily thing. It's like, okay, I don't want to say that we're numb to it. I just want to say we're like, well, yeah, okay, I'm not shocked anymore. At first it was shocking. Now it's not. And now we're not even shocked by the followers, the sheeple, I suppose you could call it, the people who are literally in that herd mentality where they're not in their own authority and they can't think for themselves clearly. Or they are thinking for themselves, but they're just hateful and racist. So all of these things need to be rewrited. They need to be... When this card is straight up, there's a wholeness and a fulfillment. And you're moving through the universe, you're moving through the world, you're moving through your life in a state where you feel like you can just, give your heart with no reservations. So we need to stick within that love for creation and know that we can create a whole new reality. We're just having to be patient. We're really having to be patient, and we're also needing to let go of any aspect of our lives where we are not or have not been taking full self-responsibility for whatever it is that we create. Now, I'm not saying that we created the monsters in the White House and the swamp creatures. I'm not saying that at all. But I am saying that when it comes down to our personal lives, we do have tremendous control. And whatever it is that we don't like, we can recreate it. We can bring something new into being. That it does take a lot of planning and patience and getting out of a lazy place and moving forward with full self-responsibility, because that is what makes you whole. And it happens, step by step. It's a step-by-step process, a little bit every day. And you just keep plodding along. That's what he's all about. But this card with the world, this has us in a place where we are fully integrated when it's upright. So wherever we're feeling bad because we can't travel, or, travel, especially make plans for the holidays and travel, that's painful. What we have to do is turn it straight up and go, wait, we'll figure out a way to do it online. We can do it on Zoom or Skype or Google Hangouts. There's all kinds of ways we can connect online. We just have to get someone to help us on the other end, maybe with our elderly parents. Or maybe they're the Zoomers like crazy, like maybe they're the Boomer Zoomers. And they can teach us a thing or two, and they'll send us the invite, it could be that. Or they'll organize it for the rest of the family, and you can have a mini family reunion on Thanksgiving. So that's something to look forward to, and that would be taking full self-responsibility for that accomplishment in the future. So, yeah. Okay, let me move these up and use this deck here. The oops, totally out of frame there. This deck is the Spirit Animal Oracle by Colette Baron-Reid. Let's see. There's one more for the day. Aw, yeah, we've gotten this card before, haven't we? Otter Spirit says, "You are never alone." Yeah, so that brings a little bit more meaning to these other cards here. I think that this has to do with some of us missing our elderly mothers that we can't connect with like we want to. Maybe we want to hug her and we can't. And maybe we don't feel whole and complete until we can do that. And maybe it's frustrating. I hear you. If that's the case, I mean, I truly understand. But to know that, and this could be for those of us who have lost loved ones, but to know that you can always connect with them in your heart. There is that place where their entire spirit receives your entire spirit, even though you're still here on earth. You know, even though we're still in this material realm where the veil is sometimes very thick and hard to get through, there's a place where we can go inside and we can feel into our heart our connection that we had with them. We have memories with them. And if they're not here on earth anymore, we still have the memories and we still have the love. And that's where we can always reconnect. And otters are also very playful. So whatever playful things you used to do with your parents or your loved ones, the ones that have crossed over, that's the way to get back in, is through the playful place. So that involves what a lot of people would call your imagination, but I call it creating portals. So literally what you do is you either sit or lie down, get really comfortable, relax, take a lot of deep breaths and let go, and then set the intention to open a portal between their highest self and your highest self and your human self on all levels, and commune with them. You want to play with them. And it might feel like an imaginary experience at first, but if you do it a lot, you'll really get to the place where it's just like, oh yeah, they're still right there. They're with me all the time. And you might receive guidance from them on a daily basis as well. And this can be true for anyone who's crossed over that you want to connect with. So it just involves using your imagination to get there at first. And then it'll feel like your imagination, but then you'll realize that you've opened a realm. So, and you can set it up where, you know, your guardian angels and their guardian angels are there first so that you feel safe, you know, so you don't just open a portal into any realm of the spirit, because you don't ever want to do that. You want to ask for the highest levels of love and light to guide you and to protect you, because your intention is you want to play. You want to play. Yeah. So it's just like the mom that watches her kids at the playground, or a mom that watches her kids playing, you know, in the home or wherever. There's always that protection. She's very, very protective while the kids are playing. So there you go. I also noticed we've got a blue wave going on here. A resourceful, sustainable blue wave. This is, when it comes to the bluest of the blue in the deck, I would imagine this might be the biggest because it's full. Yeah. Okay. Well, that's all I have for today, you guys. Take good care, and I'll be back soon for Fridays. Thank you.